of order.
40 without loss after 9. Same stage, Kent with 43. So they've fallen behind for the first time, Notts here. As leaning bowls to Martindale, works it on the leg side. Dougie Douglas Trendle, I beg your pardon. Trendle, Lee Trundle, he was a footballer, wasn't he? Douglas Trendle, aka Buster Blood Vessel, that's his real name. Didn't think he'd be Buster. Martindale comes down the track, he's lifted it in the air, and again he's got away with it. As the ball loops up into the offside, another single, 41 without loss.
Yeah, Kent put the brakes on a bit from the opening couple of overs, didn't they? Which is again, this game, I think as you were saying, I could see this going down to the final few deliveries here. Little cat and mouse stuff.
I'm going to be in trouble. I've got some incoming correspondence, which clearly means I'm in trouble. There's Jack leaning. Oh! Couldn't let go of it.
Well, he's a mystery spinner. There we go. Is he going to deliver it or not?
It was a mystery why he didn't let go of it. Earlier we saw Dane Patterson try to bowl one out the back of the hand and it went straight up in the air, didn't it? Here he's leaning, does let go of it this time, and it's again cut into the offside, and Slater will take a single, and it'll go to 42 without loss. Rach says, Dave, you may not be a dog fan, but Maple is definitely a cricket fan. I've got a photo of Maple. Sadly, she's not allowed to come with me to Trent Bridge, but here she has been as good as gold, having a go at umpiring at Wantage Road earlier in the season. Thanks, Rach.
I'm on your side, Rach, by the way.
Next one's run to backward point, and there's no run.
Oh, come on, Dave. Come on.
Looks ferocious. That's a ferocious beast. I've just retweeted it out.
Absolute beauty. Maple, is that?
Rachel's Maple. Yeah, crikey.
Afternoon Maple.
Needs a muzzle. Next one is worked on the leg side by Martindale for a single.
Yeah,
and all that business.
You may be slightly outnumbered, I think, with Ben and I on the dog v cat front. I'm absolutely fine with cats as well, personally. But there we are.
I don't mind cats. I want to have got one, but I don't mind. They'll come and make a fuss and then go when they want. Next one's pushed back to the bowler, and it's called as an over by umpire Pollard. So 43 without loss, just 3 from that over. And at the end of the initial power play, Kent were 45 without loss, Notts are 43 without loss. Said all along, this is going to be a cracker.
Yeah, it's working for Leaning at the moment, and bowling himself is working as Dave makes way. He can have a gentleman's agreement with Ben whether he's going to take over from Dave or from me, or will. If I'm dragged bodily out the box, I'll know it's time to go. That would surprise listeners that haven't done that years ago, but there we are, 43 for none. Still hanging on the commentary box at the Spitfire Ground, St Lawrence. And we are a little bit biased, but it's a beautiful place to watch cricket. The trees at the far end, redevelopments have been subtly done, the grass bank on our right here. Baisley bowls to Martindale. Ooh, just engineers that into the onside. Sorry, his bounce ball isn't up to Ben Compton. Just took my eye for a second. He certainly didn't. 43 for none. And that'll be joined by Ben Watts, who's been all over the county of Kent today. He's been west, he's been north, he's coming east now. He may well be heading for Dover by the time we're finished. Afternoon, Ben.
Afternoon.
So from our base in Tunbridge Wells, I should explain, or yeah, I don't know if he needs explaining. Baisley to Martindale, flicks it off his pads down to fine leg, and he takes a single. And up to Gillingham for the pre-match press conference before their game at Crawley Town, which could be an historic one for the Gills.
Could be. Fair to say the manager was pretty pleased.
Yeah.
4 wins out of 4 to start the season.
It's much better than it could be, and better than it was last year. But yeah, we'll give you chapter and verse. If you're a football fan, you'll probably know what's been going on there. If you're a League 2 fan anyway. 44 for none. Baisley bowls to Slater. Just thumps that into the ground as he tried to drive that away. Fielded by Blake And there is no run. Along the A2, I suppose, from there, is that right? Something like that. M2.
Yeah, I think it was M2. Yeah, M2 A2.
Yeah.
Yeah, traffic wasn't too bad. Speaking of, we can hear the travel news.
I was going to say, we've had quite extensive travel news this afternoon, so it sounds like you've avoided it.
I did actually.
Lucky. It's Paisley then to bowl to Slater. Update coming. Looks like it's wrapped him on the pad. It's inside edge. Umpire is coming across to signal bat on that. So yeah, it's a single. You come through anyway. So Martindale has 25 from 36. Slate has 20 from 28. Just the runs drying up a little bit here for Nottinghamshire. Made 43 for none in their first 10. Actually 2 behind where Kent were. That's Ben's opinion for what he's seen this pitch so far. But Paisley to Martindale digs that one in, and that short ball very nearly worked actually. Martindale's had a go at that one. It's gone through to the wicketkeeper. Well, Nottinghamshire 45 for no wickets, so jury's still out, Glenn, I'd say, on who's ahead in this match, because that's roughly where Kent were after their first 10 overs. Kent had a great opening stand of 138 between Ben Compton, who finished on 59, and Daniel Bell Drummond on 79. Appeal for LBW, that's not going to be given. But then stuttered. Nottinghamshire bowled really, really well. Kent found it difficult to get going once the two openers were out, and ended up at 259 for 9. So chasing 260, Nottinghamshire, as I said, a 45 for no wicket. We're outside the 10 over power play when there's a restriction on the field as you can have on the boundary, and Kent seem to be tightening the screws at the moment. If I could say anything, but Glenn, I think at this point it